Only the debut. Yeah.
That's my little big sister. That's her daughter.
Really? I was saying hello to you.
Oh, anyone? Kelsey and Mitchell and Sharon?
Kelsey and Mitchell, I just watched your grand final. Good on you.
Yeah, there's Justin. Look, hang on, I've got to zoom out now. Zoomed in. He's feeding his face in. That's Ricky's boyfriend. Yeah. I've got to get you on video for...
just to show Sharon.
Just to show Sharon.
That she sleeps with her sister-in-law. Right, yeah. What are you going to say, laying on a bag? And then you'll bring me sister-in-law, whatever.
Usually on your back after the wedding.
You can go back and tell that story if you love. I went and saw my sister get married. She's supposed to be on her back after she got married, but she was on her back the whole time.
I've got to take some footage back of you or else I'll get in big trouble.
Oh yeah, well that's a good idea. New camera?
Yes, we've only had a lot.
Have a home video night with Dad.
I said she goes to bed with her sister-in-law.
Say good day to Kelsey and Mitchell.
Hi Kelsey, hi Mel Mitchell. I'll see you at the end of the year in Perth. That'll be great fun. I hope I don't do my back that time.
When Chris leaves home.
Yeah. We're all having a family reunion. States too. She does stuff.
We're going to get stuff on there.
Yeah.
That's Kevin on the right there, or it could be on the left on the telly, I don't know.
That's you, I'm old.
That's my new brother-in-law.
I just said to Sue that she's come to Wendy and Larry's forced to bring it. What is it now?
Marvellous technology today.
It is. We are small it is compared to the ones that we have.
That's right, yeah, run. Had the two people to carry.
So you get 4 of them in, that's a pretty good shot from there, isn't it? 4 of them.
So the microphone's yours.
Come on, here we go. Because I had my speech all worked out. The last time we went around and saw Kevin and Wendy, and all the things I wanted to say, he started to say before me, remember this, remember that. So it really is a sign of true friendship that this happened. But I'm going to do it anyway. He'll be right. He'll control himself. But first of all, we have to be very thankful this is not a funeral. It's a wedding. Because Kevin has a bit of a nervous problem. When anybody dies or gets very sick, Kevin starts laughing. It's not too bad. He's prepared for this tonight, so he's got it all under control. So I was going to warn Wendy that if she's not feeling well with a bad back or not feeling whatever, and Kevin starts laughing, he then knows that he's not being funny, he's just being sympathetic in an unusual way. So he knows all that sort of stuff. I was going to say all that. Then there was the matter of the clothes. We understand that Wendy wasn't very impressed with Kevin's wardrobe. This is all true, Lord? Is this all true? So Let me explain, because how I got these clothes was I have a mother-in-law who has known me for 35 years, and all I ever wear is jeans and a blue shirt. And for presents, she always gives me these Hawaiian shirts and these, what do you call those things? Jackets with all these little buttons around, whatever. They're horrible things. And I go do these presents and say, man, these are shocking. Who'd wear these? And my wife would meet us. Oh, Kevin will. So we pass them across to Kevin.
You didn't say he lived across the road.
They usually live across the road to give them to Kevin. Next day you see him walking down the street with this horrible wine shirt with a with a big smile on his face, wearing these shirts, and he's still got them. And that is what Wendy has seen in his cupboard and has to get rid of them. But the thing is, that won't happen again because the mother-in-law's dead. So you won't laugh. No, she's really quite healthy actually. Just not feeling well. When we lived opposite each other at the Oaks, it was really quite fun. We had many funny times. We hired a video between us because back in those days, video machines just first came out. We couldn't afford to buy one, so we hired one between us. So we used to run across the road each week. You want the video tonight? No. And we'd run across, and I'd have it one night, and he'd have it one night, and we'd share it. And when Kevin wasn't very spiritually strong, it was quite spiritually weak. In the old days of the Jeff Fennick fights, when the boxing was on, it was always on for Friday night when the book study was on, which was on at my place, and the fighters started at 8:30. So we'd make sure that the brother who took the study was always finished by 8:30. Then Kevin and I run across the road. True story, Walter? Yeah, we'd run across the road to his place. We'd watch round one. Then we'd run across to our place and talk about spiritual science. Just excuses. The second we'd run across the road. We'd watch round two, and then we'd come back again too. So they're all funny times that we had together, weren't they? But in all honesty, I mean, we've had a lot of fun times together, and Kev's always been there as a true friend. And I mean, I think of many times that we helped each other out. I remember the times when one of us was broke. When we say, "Oh, Kev, I need $500 you got," he'd borrow his bank card and give it to me, and then a couple of weeks later he'd say, "Oh, listen, man, I need $1,000. You got $1,000 to pay for your bills?" "Yeah, mate." I'd borrow my bank card and pass it to him too. So we sort of had many of these fun times together, and I was really crook for a while. I remember Kev came along in the firewood days. That meant a lot to me, actually, when you think about it. Kev was about fencing all day, and he'd go around to the building sites and gather all the firewood, and he'd put it in front of the yard for us. So I kept the fire going to keep us warm over winter, which is really sort of a bit of an effort. So like throughout the years, we've sort of been pretty good mates, and they reckon that like if you go through life and you've had one true friend, you've done pretty well, or I've done really well. So thanks, Walter. Thanks,
Do you want the score on the rugby union?
Yes.
Netball. Yeah, what happened to the netball? Yeah. Just who are we going to? Ray. Okay. Now, I just want to clarify one thing. Everybody knows Kevin as Walter, and he calls everybody else Walter, and nobody knows where Walter came from. Well, actually, some people do know where Walter came from, but if you ever, today he had to show his passport, and I was a bit concerned because we're calling him Walter, and Kevin said, "I'm Kevin Stevens," and I think it was a little bit confusing, so he actually had to show his passport to make sure that he was Kevin Stevens. Chock. Okay, so Ray? Or anybody, if anybody would like to say a few words, it's open.
Well, first of all, Kevin, I would have thought if you did know Wendy, you would have stayed up here a lot longer because you're never going to get another chance to talk again. Secondly, I've got a telegram came through. And this is one that Wendy had something to do with. It's from the 6.25 million eligible males around Australia between the age of 20 and 50 that she emails every day. And they just said it was 2 words. Thank you.
Especially the ones that we haven't consulted her first. She's got a dustpan and broom. That is for cleaning up all the disastrous mess that you tend to leave behind. The gloves under the sink, you probably never use them. No, never use the gloves. Okay. Well, she's got gloves and a veggie knife. She keeps that veggie knife very, very sharp. That's for doing any surgical work that she might consider necessary to improve you. Oh! She's got a very big egg.
He's going, where is it? And he can't find it at all. Then he goes, "Oh, Alicia, I've lost the keys." And it didn't surprise me. So we went back to the beach to have a look. And guess what? We couldn't find him. So we go back to the house. We ring up Beef. Beef's got the back door key. And Aaron's got the garage door. So at least we've got some keys for the house. So he calls the key man thing. And then he comes a while later. He picks up Wendy. And then they went to see the wedding man. Planner. He comes back and our, or whatever you call it, has been there and unlocked the car and everything's all good.
Who's ever been caught a wally? Are you a turkey or a wally? What's wally short for? Walter. So there was always Uncle, which is Steve Shire, and there was always a wally around who was Walter. That's all I'm saying.
Jim is a wonderful lady.
And we just started to call him Walter.
You've got a wonderful bunch of brothers and sisters that we've come to know pretty well. And I think, I can't think of any funny stories, Wendy. All I can think of is that you're a wonderful person who's stuck at it. And your loyalty and your determination are qualities that'll take you through anything. And your future marriage will be solid because of those two wonderful qualities that you've got. And we love you.
Your wedding?
Wally, I'll the pain.
I recall when you lived in Bangalore and we used to go up to your house and used to cook us wonderful meals. And we used to disguise bottles of wine. We used to wrap linen serviettes around bottles of wine and try and guess whether they were Cabernet Sauvignons or Shiraz and Chardonnay. I always used to be able to pick white from red.
Kev doesn't like wine.
And then sort of that changed and to another phase of your life. We knew you as Wendy Smedley, and all the watchtower conductors used to call you Wendy something else. And now you've come across this Kevin fella. And it's funny. We've spoken to Kevin about a whole heap of people, and nothing's had anything bad to say about him. So we think they're all liars.
He's a wonderful person, aren't you, Walter?
Oh, they're all real good fans of a great brother. It cost him a lot of money. So we're really happy for you, Wendy, even though we're not going to see you for a long time, because you're moving away.
The frostbite will kill her.
Yeah, but so thanks for having your wedding here for all your friends and your brothers and sisters, because we would have gone down there to Maringula, but we've well, maybe not all of us. So thanks very much, and it's
you
a
wouldn't
real,
come down there,
real
we had to
good
come
way
here.
to say goodbye to you. Really nice.
Our loss is your gain.
Yeah. So thanks very much.
I might as well say a few words tonight.
You was it.
We heard a lot about Walters tonight. Can I say Walter? Kevin. And we get to know your family, and it's really nice. We've known Wendy for many, many years. And there's an Egyptian saying, it says, just my wife reminded me with it now, to Wendy, they say this, the monkey in its mother's eyes, a gazelle. Think about that.
Come on, Justin, see if you can find someone else to do that. It's alright. Joshua, won't you? Joshua, take the video for us. Joshua, take the video. It's alright. Go on, Andy, take it. Go on. Yeah, could you move around? Just scan us all. Hey, Rich.
It's too close.
Wipe your nose, chicken. The caterpillar crawling across your mouth. Caterpillar or your eyebrow coming down for a drink?
Need to get a side shot of your belly.
I'm in the next one. This way, really tight. Oh no. You're good.
Mine's just around itself.
Some more?
Oh, you got one?
She wants to put over that one. You're not allowed to do that in the middle. You want some more? What did he do? Did he? Gordon. If you can see them, they're in there, the dolphins. That's as far close as I can get to them. Where are they, Chook? I'm a good looking bloke too. Yeah, there's another lie. I lost me dolphins. Where'd they go, Chook?
Oh. Hang on. I can't even see you. Where is it? No, hang on.
They're trying to make out like they're climbing.
There you go, kiddos. That's the furthest most point in Australia, which is east of Australia, is it? That's all the little peoples and ants walking out there.
Not the furthest most point, but the most furthest point.
Further, no, so I got it wrong.
Most furthest. Dummy.
There. Come back up. Chuka's going to run down that track. Come back up the hill. There's Chuka just standing here next to me. A bit close to him. Now I'm a long way away. There it is there. I'll show you the lighthouse now. Lots of people back there. There's the lighthouse. We just walked from all the way up there.
The lighthouse is pretty heavy too.
And I think Wendy and Andy, Debbie and Andy up there still, and that, or they wandered off.
No, they're gone.
Must be walking back. All right. Exciting stuff. This looking at the lighthouse, hey?
Right, so you can
Press the button.
Yep. We've spotted a whale. There's a whale.
Wow, isn't it?
Wave, whale.
The land, yeah, the land. This is a view from up the lighthouse at Byron Bay, just looking out over the ocean. You can see everywhere.
You can see the sea.
Bit more practicing. It's a bit bright that way, doesn't it? We'll see how that comes out on the camera. Oh, there was Chuka's head.
Bit of a blur.
There's a little man yachting. No, we went the wrong way. Go that way. There it is, close enough. There's some kayakers there, and there's a few dolphins floating around. I can't see them here. You might be able to see them later. Come on, Chuck, where are they?
In the middle between them. Still waiting to come back up.
Yeah. Sugar said they were there. He's cost me a lot of money in battery and time here.
There they are.
There they are. Where? Hey?
Left hand side, top of the furthest left one. Just swimming away from it. There we go. Swim. Swimming away from it.
How far away?
Yep, to the left. Yeah, 100 metres away from it.
Searching, searching, can't find them. There they are. Did you see that one? There he is again. Alright, that's enough. Here they come back from the lighthouse. They're wandering back.
What's that over there, chicken?
What are we looking at, Chuck? I don't know, the guy's in the way. Oh, there's other sorts of things we can watch around here too. Yeah.
Here he comes.
There they all come. And Prince William in the middle, followed by his bodyguards. You can tell everyone that, it looks like him. And no one's looking at us. Right. Is this the start of a new one, or?
Yeah.
Tell them to wave to us, Chuck. Tell them to wave to us, Chuck. Oh, look, there we are. She's picking a butt up. Right, coming on up. Everyone's waving. Hello, Geelong.
Get out of the way, we're getting
Yeah, get out of the way, please. Call it a turkey, but it's not Uncle Chuck. It's a bush turkey. Just sitting there nesting. Yeah, that's where I've just been. There we go, that's the beach of Byron Bay. Oops, wrong way again. Little people on a sunny Sunday afternoon in the middle of winter.
There's Debbie on the left.
Where is she? Can't see. There she comes. There's Debbie, Sister Deb, wandering up.
Debbie.
And zoom out. There she is doing her modelling. Oh, look at that for the beach. People everywhere.
Funny people.
No, you don't find that down in Geelong. Now we've got a freak up here. A religious nut. Even pretty in pink. Playing with your doodle. He's alright. He's got all this stuff on the ground down here. We might go and have a close-up of that later. Yeah, but he'll probably come and talk. He's giving that bloke a lecture.
No, he doesn't.
He's giving him a lecture. We'll scan around. Pub. Pub's over here somewhere. Hang on. Where's the pub? In there. No. In there. There is a pub. Strops pub. Just had a couple. There we are. We've just found Erin. Down the beach of Byron Bay. There she is in there.
Here we are.
Hello, Erin.
Here we go, lad.
Erin.
Here we go, lad.
Oh, look. Chuckers make everyone being silly again.
Watch out, Phil.
That's Erin. How many months are you, Erin? We'll get a close in of your belly. There's a little baby in there. Caught him. Get in close, chick.
That's my mum. Okay. Oh, God, that's similar, though. Yeah. I look more like a mum than her mum does. Oh, yeah.
That's Erin's van there. Over with the boys.
Feather in his cap.
And a bit of a chat. There he is.
Camera. Oh, yeah.